Hello, 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 Facebook. Welcome to Carlotte Confession. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming back to Carlotte Confessions. I couldn't be more excited. I've been looking forward to this all day. Looking forward to people being on. So excited everybody can be here. I'm looking forward to getting into this. Welcome, Carlotte Confessions. I'm very excited to be doing my second show, so thank you for joining me. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes for people to kind of jump on, but I would love for you to get involved in chat already, say hello, and I'm glad you're here. Please make sure that you guys like and share the page. I want your friends to get involved as well. I'm trying to get as many community members as possible here, and I'm super excited for you guys to be joining me. I'm going to have some sound effects. Try some of that. I'm going to also try to follow the schedule here a little bit. If there's anything you'd like to add, there'll be time for questions and all those wonderful things as well. So welcome to Carlotte Confessions. I'm excited to be here. I hope you guys are too. I want to give everybody an opportunity to jump on who's interested in coming tonight. So I'm going to do that. So if anybody has any questions to start off or questions about Carlotte Confessions or what I'm doing here, please feel free to ask. I can see your chat. I can see everybody who's involved in chat. And I will be responding to you as you guys post. So I am really excited about this. Again, as you guys all know, hopefully, or some of you, it's always been a dream of mine to be online, to be a radio host, be broadcasting. So this is kind of that opportunity for me that I've kind of taken a leap for, and I'm a little nervous, really excited, and happy to be here and to hopefully make you guys have an interesting night as well. So that really comes all about with you guys being involved. The more involved chat is, the better I think the show will be. And, the more everybody gets to connect. It's going to be a positive place where I think people are able to share their opinions respectfully and for discussion and topics and all that wonderful stuff. We kind of have a hot button topic on the agenda tonight a little bit. Can't wait to get everybody's opinion and have people jump in. There will be time for people to ask questions and for open discussion. People to ask me questions if they're looking for advice on something or anything at all. And we'll just kind of roll with it. I'm really excited to be doing my second show. So thank you everybody who's shown up so far. I'm looking hopefully to have a decent crowd tonight, and which again always adds to the environment and the chat and things. So please feel free to post in chat. Thank you so much for coming out. Hope you guys really enjoy the show tonight. I am super, super excited. So, all right. With that said, does anybody have any questions? I'm looking at chat. We'll get started here in just a minute. I want to talk about what's also on here is we should have a poll that's on the site as well. I hope you guys saw that. I don't know. I'm learning these ins and outs of all of this right now. But there should be a poll posted. If there's not, let me know in chat. The poll tonight, what streaming, TV or movie service do you use? There should be 3 options there to choose from. Netflix, Hulu, and any other, because I am a Netflix guy. So we do Netflix with my family. We love it. I watch it. There's a lot of great original shows on there. I'm really if you can take the poll, if the poll works for you, I got to double check and make sure it's working, I guess. And if it's not, no. And of course, if there's any problems with audio or video or anything like that, also post that in the chat for me because I can read that. So, so Netflix, that's where I've started with. I love some of the Netflix originals that are out there that are fantastic. Some of their original shows right now, I am watching Shameless, which is a great show. I've really enjoyed that through Netflix. It's been pretty good. There's Stranger Things. Who doesn't watch Stranger Things in Netflix? The reason why I brought this up is the poll question. I was talking to my buddies, Adam and Eric, the other night, and they brought up shows that were on Hulu, which I don't watch Hulu. But they said there was these great shows. So I'm trying to find out like what's the majority, because you know, maybe that'll help me determine if maybe we should stick with Netflix, maybe go to Hulu. Let me know what you guys think. So if everybody who's in chat right now could give me a thumbs up or say hello or say hi, so I know that you're here and that you guys can hear me okay, I'd really appreciate that. It helped me out a lot. So just a thumbs up or an emoji is fine too. I can see the chat and see everything that's going on. I want to make sure that everybody's involved. So can everybody hear well enough? That's what I want to know. So I'm looking to see. And again, let me know if you guys can see the poll or not. So let me know, guys. I really appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad that you guys are here. Hopefully everything sounds good. I am so excited to be here. I think you guys seem to be pretty excited too. So awesome. Thank you so much for posting. I appreciate that. That helps a ton. All right. So anybody else? Poll question. Netflix. What's going on? Yes, John, I am actually. It's so funny. I actually have access to all of that as I'm talking to you guys and looking at you guys. I have access to cameras and things, so don't worry. I'm still doing my job, but I'm also doing something I'm really excited about doing. Some kind of multitasking, which I really do enjoy. I'm going to do the multitasking thing. So super fun here. Don't worry. No poll, John says. All right, well, I did post one. Can't say, I don't know why it's not there. But let's find out. So I did do a poll. And it should have been part of the live feed, but I guess it's not coming through, which is odd. Well, that's all right. What we'll do is I will figure that out. I don't want to spend too much time doing that. I want to make sure the show is interesting and fun for everybody. So I will figure that out the next time. Go ahead and put it in the comments. Thanks, John. I do appreciate the sweatshirt, too. It's a good one. Comfortable. I like wearing it at night. Made sure that the neck isn't choking me. So anyways, if you can put in the comments if you're a Hulu, Other, or Netflix, I always go back and take a look at the comments after the show. And we'll actually take a look at it later on, because part of this we'll take a look at towards the end of the show tonight. What the poll results were, which is why I wanted to do a poll, and that way we can, we can discuss that as well. So, all right. So with that said, let's move on to our next topic. If that's all right, it's time to move on to our topic, which is in the news. This is the schedule I posted earlier. If you guys were on the page in the group site, there was a link added in regards to Ben & Jerry's. They posted on 420 in regards to marijuana usage. I hope everybody had a chance to read the article. It was a good article, I thought. It was very bold of a company to post such information, I guess, to be so bold about their outright. What I really liked about it was where it touched on racism. The fact that black people in New York are 8 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana use or having marijuana on them other than whites blew my mind. You would think in this day and age that racism wouldn't exist, or at least wouldn't exist as much as it does. Everybody, I believe, is created equal. I hope everybody feels the same way, and if you don't, that's okay too. But it's such a hot topic right now because it's just not going away. And to see a major company like Ben & Jerry's take the time and post, especially about marijuana usage, which is so hype right now, billion-dollar company going on with so many states legalizing the use of marijuana, but still that there's this racism effect to it that unfortunately African Americans have to deal with that stereotype on a regular basis and deal with all of that. It's so frustrating that as people we can't come together and support one another, no matter what color we are, no matter what ethnicity we are or race we are, what religion background we are. Why can't, and it's so funny, why can't we all just get along, right? So in the comments, in this chat, I would hope that you guys can chime in on this. This is why I posted the article as well. If you haven't had time to read it, it's a short article. You can read it real quick. But they posted about it. And I just thought it was so interesting when I came across it, just because it was, again, it kind of touches on two things. Marijuana is most commonly used drug in the United States, both by whites and blacks. And so with so many people using it, why is it still stereotyped? Why is it such an issue? And why is there so much racism going on? So please, any comments you guys have about the article or how you feel, I'd love if you could chime in as well. That would be helpful. Add to the conversation, please. Also, everybody who's here, like and share the page if you can. I'm so excited for you guys to be here. I'm having a good time already. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too. Let's lead the charge here on this conversation. So as I go ahead and do this, I would love to see some communication within the chat. Guys, let's start talking about this article a little bit. Some things that I found out in regards to marijuana, and I'm going to touch a little bit more on this and usage of it. From what I understand, there's statistics that show that 60% of people in the United States use marijuana. So that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. And that's not just black people, that's white people, that's Indian people, that's every race there is out there. 60% of people in the United States are using marijuana. That is a lot of people. Now, I personally don't have any issues with the usage of marijuana, especially for medical purposes. I have personally seen the effects and positive effects of marijuana and what it can do for people that are ill or in pain or have cancer or anything like that. I have seen positive effects for it, and personally on hand. I have a friend of mine who has used marijuana in his family and with people that he cares about who are very ill and were in pain a lot, and it helped with that. In fact, I've seen it actually heal. So I am a supporter of it, especially for medical usage. Please, I'd appreciate if you guys would chime in regards to how you feel about it as well. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. I am driving safe. Don't worry. I've gotten this down to an art, so I'm pretty good about it. Hopefully the video stays good. And I'm really excited for you guys to be here. Don't worry, all is good here. But back up in the news, medical marijuana usages have been for chronic pain, depression, PTSD, anxiety, cancer, epilepsy, and seizures are just some of the common uses that people use medical marijuana for. Now, I know there's CBD oils and all those things out there that people can use. They're used within products. So what I'd really like is for people to kind of, I would like people to kind of chime in and tell me how they feel. I mean, the post about it itself was in regards to racism, and it's so much part of society and day-to-day life these days that it just blows my mind that it's still an issue. So racism needs to go away. Like, we need to start looking at each other as equal human beings. I'm sorry that you didn't like the article, Kara. I don't like racism either, and that's kind of what it was pointing out, which is what I liked about it. It's so important for all of us to come together, and that's the only way we're gonna beat it. It's sad, and more companies, I think, need to take a stand in regards to standing up against racism. So. Jared, that is a really, really great point. Thank you so much for chiming in on that. There are bad apples among police officers and judges and all of this, and that does happen. And that is the problem, is that the majority or the masses aren't calling out these bad apples. We're not the ones that are ever out there, actually. We need to be out there calling these people out, making them feel uncomfortable about being bad apples and taking advantage of the system and doing things they shouldn't be. There's, people in authoritative roles use that power to their advantage, and it's unfair of them to do so. So you make a really great point. Yes, this is a very deep conversation. I do want people to weigh in on it. That's why I posted it out there. I want this to be a site and a show where people are able to come together and talk about some of these hard topics at times. I want to keep it light, but I just saw this article and I thought, man, this would be a really great first topic on a show to do. in regards to in the news and talk about this, get everybody's opinion kind of chiming in and how people feel. So they definitely hurt the professions, the police officers and the judges in general. It's definitely an issue. So Stephanie, thank you for chiming in. So I'm telling you, there's a lot of people out there who've used medical marijuana, and with the legalization of all this stuff, it really does make a big difference, and it really does open it up. And I'm so tired of it being issued as a racial thing. So I mean, that's the 420 post by Ben and Jerry's. I really wanted to put it out there. I was actually really proud to see such a large company do something like that and actually make a stand. I'd like to see more companies do that, more people do that. If the higher power-ups in this world and companies in this world would make a stand on it, I think we could get a more positive message out there. And it takes you and it takes me, but it takes these big companies that run this world, that monopolize things and all this other stuff, to get involved for a collaborative message to be sent of positiveness, that we're all created equal, that we are all equal, that we're all man, we're all woman, we're all human. And there really is just one race, which is the human race, that we need to focus on and do better at treating one another and accepting one another no matter what. There's bad people out there. There's bad stuff all the time. It doesn't matter what color you are. There's always bad. And people need to start getting that through their heads. This is 2019. We've had racism for so many years. We need to get past that. And it's nice to see companies taking a stand and doing so. So I hope you guys feel the same. If you don't, that's okay too. Everybody here is entitled to their opinions, and I love to hear your opinion. I'm very open-minded. I want this to be a very open-minded show, very open-minded group. I hope everybody here agrees, and I'm very excited about it. So please feel free to add to the chat so that everybody can else read your opinions and see what's going on. We're all excited to be here to do this. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me and who's on. Hopefully this isn't but I'm definitely enjoying what I'm doing here. So hope everybody else is too. So the question of the night that I want to get into is marijuana good or bad for your health? And I want people to be able to discuss this in chat, discuss it with me, give me your opinions, tell me why you think it is or isn't, and that's okay, because you're entitled to that. Again, my stance is that I'm absolutely for it in regards to medical health reasons. I think it can be good for health. There's known facts and studies that have been done in regards to how it's been positive for people in health conditions, pain relief, hunger, in regards to seizures and things for all that. They're making it better. They're making it easier. There's scientists that are involved. They're doing studies. It's a very young thing. But it is, there are studies that are being done out there that I think everybody should look into. If it's something you're interested in, because I do feel like it's going to be something that's going to be part of our health system. It's going to be part of how we take care of each other at times. You know, it's very natural. That's my stance, and I've seen it do a lot of good for people. So please feel free again to chime in. If you're here, thank you for coming. I appreciate that. Welcome to Car Lot Confessions. If you could please like today's chat to our show and share it with your friends. Make sure others can join in and see what's going on and can join the chat, join conversation. That would be fantastic. I would love for you to do that. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much for everybody who's come out. Let's see. Nicole, thank you for chiming in. I really appreciate it. It does help in regards to taking a ton of medications. That's my hope, and I have seen it replace medications that have really bad negative side effects. Doctors would prescribe. So there's benefits in regards to that, and I could see that being definitely an issue or a benefit for people who are in pain, because there's a lot of side effects to the medications that are out there now. So so that is definitely a really good point. Thanks for adding to the conversation. I really appreciate that. So again, welcome everybody. Thank you for jumping on. I really appreciate it. Continue to add to the chat and stuff. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to add them in there. I am reading that, and I'm excited to see your guys' opinions and stuff. Again, the question I posted to everyone is marijuana good or bad for your health? I would love to hear everybody's opinion who's on. please, this is a community atmosphere where I want people to have open discussions within chat and with me as we do the show. That actually contributes to the show because I will read your questions. We will comment together on your questions, and we'll actually feel a more sense of community as we do so. So please continue to add to the chat and open it to us. It's really great for your guys' side. So with that said, if there's any other questions you have in regards to the article itself or the question of the night, please make sure that you put it within chat. Okay. So again, I'm super excited that everybody's here. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Make sure to like and share the live feed tonight, so that way we can see if we can get as many people to view as possible. I'd love to see if we can get people out there outside of my friend circle as well. That would be so fun to get some new opinions and some new people out there. So hopefully everybody's enjoying their time so far. I'm really excited. I've been excited all day to do this. Again, I want this to continue to be such a positive atmosphere and a positive place for us to come and chat and hang out together and talk. So if you guys feel the same way, thanks so much for being here and for adding to everything. So thank you, Care, for adding in as well. It is a judgment-free zone here, as Nicole points out. So I agree. If people are just smoking pot, to be honest with you, as an alternative to non-health reasons, you know, there's a reason why it was on the drug list, I guess, and all of that, because, you know, there is health benefits to it if it's used for health benefit reasons. If it's abused, like anything else can be abused, it can be bad for you. And that is something, too, I want to point out that I do very much feel the same way, is that it can be a bad thing if it's abused. Anything can be bad if it's abused and used more than it's necessary or needed to. And, you know, it's no different. I mean, cigarettes are legal. They're bad for you, though, and they can be abused and addictive. So it's no different than a drug like that. But for health reasons and for medical reasons in the studies that they're doing on it, it's got such potential, and so it can help so many people, I feel like, with all the negative side effects of things. So it is a really great point that you pointed out there, Kara. Thank you so much for adding to that. That's awesome. That's my wife, everybody. She's amazing. So yes, so that's how, I mean, I feel the same way as well. Marijuana usage is, I mean, the legalization of it has been a benefit, and there's an untapped financial resource there in regard to it. You know, we consistently see our taxes and things go up when there's all this money that's being spent on something that, you know is not as a dangerous drug as a lot of them out there. So it's hard for me to even say that marijuana should be considered a drug. I mean, nicotine's a drug then, and alcohol's a drug then, and things that you can get addicted to that are bad for you in excess. Nicotine's bad for you no matter what, but cigarette smoke, that's we all know the effects of that. But, you know, there's alcohol, and there's been that issue, and there's all these things out there that are good or bad for you. Marijuana is now on that list, and again, I think it's a good thing. I want to make sure my opinion is put out there, and you guys get the point. I think it's good in moderation, in usage, that it's correct or prescribed to you in a medical situation or medical format. So thank you for you guys chiming in and stuff. John suggests or states, is it a gateway drug? You know, the truth is, I'll be very honest, as an adult show, I know people who smoke marijuana. I know quite a few people who smoke marijuana. I think we all do nowadays, especially with the legalization of it. I have a hard time believing it's a gateway drug. If that's the case, then you could say nicotine is a gateway drug or alcohol is a gateway drug, because alcohol impairs your judgment in regards to doing things. So you're more likely to do things on alcohol than you are necessarily maybe marijuana. I'm not afraid to admit it. I have smoked marijuana in my time as well. And, so I do know the effects of marijuana. And I don't know. I have a hard time personally saying it's a gateway drug. I don't think that it is. I mean, that's up for opinion, I guess. I would love to hear everybody else's opinion, what you think. If you think marijuana is a gateway drug, it's a great question, John. Thanks for jumping in on that. I really appreciate it. That was
excellent. Absolutely excellent.
Absolutely excellent. Thank you so much. So let me see here. So who else has an opinion? Please come in. let me just state that I smoked marijuana many years ago back in high school. I don't smoke marijuana anymore. I don't do that. I don't have any medical reasons to do so. It was a long time ago. So sorry, I wanted to make that very clear to chat that I'm not a current marijuana smoker. I do not smoke marijuana now. In fact, I don't do any drugs. I enjoy a beer every once in a while. That's about it. I even quit smoking. I used to be a very heavy smoker, and I quit smoking as well. So I want to make it very clear. I definitely do not smoke marijuana anymore. That was very much in high school. But I did want to make it clear that my opinion on this and things is something that I at least am aware of. I'm not somebody who hasn't used this before. And so I don't want to be that person who talks about things that I either haven't experienced or talk about things that I have experienced that I really haven't. This is going to be a show that's very honest. I want to be very honest with you about things, about my opinions, my thoughts, and my feelings, and I would hope that you would do the same as well. So please, just so that's very clear. All right. So John keeps posting the questions. I appreciate that. He says, unfiltered, is it better or worse to smoke? All right. Right. Well, thanks, John. I appreciate your input. That's right, Stephanie. Thank you. There are people who always abuse it. There's not a lot you can do about that. It's no different than prescription drugs. People abuse those and get prescribed those as well for pain and the things that they need them for. That is definitely an issue, and it's hard to regulate that. That's absolutely true. Now, with the legalization of marijuana and now being able to prescribe medical marijuana, I think the abuse of it or the distribution of medically given marijuana or prescribed marijuana to the people that are, with it being legal, is going to cut back on that. That's part of the reason of legalization of marijuana, is to help with that, I think. And I think it does help with that in regards to hopefully the abuse of it or people giving out or selling their medical issued marijuana. So, Jared, it's okay. You guys can ask me anything. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. No, I really hope that you guys would feel comfortable to be able to ask me anything, and you really can. I really have nothing to hide. I'm happy to give my honest answers and my honest opinions. That's what this is. This is a very safe place for everybody, and I want you all to feel comfortable in having an open mind and feeling comfortable posting how you feel and your opinions. Too often or not, we judge each other and we are quick to judge, and that's not what I want here. I want this to be a positive, open place for us to have positive, open discussion. And, that my job as the show host and as the moderator of the chat, I'm going to control that. I want to make sure that if there's any negativity, that we address it. And that if there's anybody who's trying to pass judgment, that we don't allow that. So it's a positive place for everyone to come and feel comfortable doing. It's absolutely amazing, and that's what we're going to do. So, you can ask the question.
What would you say you do here?
What I say we do here is we absolutely bring positiveness to our conversations, to the show. And that comes from you guys as we stream as well. So thank you. And I hope everybody here feels comfortable with being able to open up and be who you are and be honest. So welcome, Renee. Thank you so much. I appreciate your comment. She says, I can see both sides of it and see the people who have had benefits from it. As a parent, I struggle with the idea, which totally makes sense. As a parent, I do as well. I do feel it is a gateway drug to other things, which is that I appreciate that opinion. I also see people who use prescription medication. So it does depend on your behavior. She touches on it to being an addictive behavior, which is very true. And you make a really, really, really good point. And I think I have a feeling a lot of people will agree with you that you can. It really depends on who you are as a person and all of that, the addictiveness, your personality, all of those things. It's absolutely something that you hit the nail right on the head on how I feel. So thank you for Renee for contributing. I really appreciate it. This is turning out really well, guys. John asks, how many different sound effects do I have right now? I have a lot of different sound effects. I want to make sure that they are good sound effects for what the show is, though. So we're all trying to do that. But those sound effects are pretty good. I hope you guys are enjoying them. I want to make the show fun interesting and positive and happy for everybody to be here. I want people to be able to come back and look forward to this on a weekly basis. And I really want to show that I'm putting my effort and time into it to make it as fun and as much entertaining for you guys as possible. So thank you so much for coming out. I love having you guys here. It's exciting. That's right. I'm hoping this is cash money for everybody. So, all right. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. Those are my sound effects there. Jen, thanks for coming. I'm not driving at the moment, but I will talk and drive at the same time. I can do that. So, Nicole posted in on her opinion, which is really great. I've been on both sides, high dose pain medication, like more. Wow, that's you've had that issues. So I can understand that and I'm glad your opinion's here in regards to it. So currently not on any medications, which is good. I have this personal opinion in regards to medications that are out there. My personal opinion is there's too many negative side effects to be putting these medications out there for people. You shouldn't be taking medications that are causing more harm than positiveness. Now, I know sometimes they're there to help save your life or regulate things that need to be regulated, but stricter rules and regulations in regards to the negative side effects to medications, I think need to be out there. I think that there's, when you hear these commercials on TV about this negative side effects, taking something that's supposed to make your eyelashes grow or, will help you with your scalp being dry, but they have all these negative, harmful side effects. It scares me that people are taking these things. I would rather have dry skin, to be honest with you, than worry about dying personally. So that's these medications are getting a hand on my personal opinion. So Nicole, thanks for adding in on that. I really do appreciate it. That does help a lot. So thanks for the laughing face and all of that. I really appreciate it. I'm sure I have a laughing sound effect as well. So it all depends what kind of laugh you want, I guess. So I have a bunch of them. Want to make sure that everybody's enjoying my sound effects. Here we go. So hopefully you guys like that one. I don't know. It took me some time to find the right sound effects that I wanted. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. Thanks, Jared, for adding in, and I appreciate it. I like that. That's good. That's probably the best one because I probably tell the most jokes and whatnot. But,
winning.
Got to make sure we have some winning in here as well. So I'm so glad you guys are having fun. Thanks again for coming out for Carlock Confessions. Again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Share and like the page. Let's see if we can build this community into something more. The more opinions, the more people, the better. You can never have enough, I think, in regards to something like this. I want to continue to spread the positive message that's here in regards to this page and what I want to do. I want this to be a positive place, a comfortable place, and a judge-free zone place in regards to your opinions and being able to talk to each other. So, so please share and like the page for me. I'm loving all the thumbs up that I'm seeing that's coming along. Thank you so much, guys, for liking it, and keep on commenting and keep being here. So, I'm sorry I'm dogging on the lashes serum, my beautiful wife. Hey, if it says on there may cause death for longer lashes, I don't think it's worth it. Your lashes are just fine. But so I hope you guys are enjoying this, though. All right, so let's charge on. I would like to get the people that have joined in their opinions as well on the question of the night. Is marijuana good or bad? And again, for your health. And I want to relate back to in regards to the 420 post from Ben and Jerry's. Continue that discussion as well. So please continue to weigh in on that and chat. I hope you guys are communicating with each other. It looks like you are a little bit. So please make sure to continue to build that community within the chat as well. For the time being as well, what I'd like to do is open up chat for time to be able to communicate with each other, ask me questions about things that are going on currently. Part of the show, and one of the opinions or ideas that I had in regards to the show was I wanted to give it an opportunity. I've been around for a long time, done a lot of things, and I feel like I can give really good advice on anything that's going on in the world, giving my opinion. I'm very opinionated, as anybody knows these fan zonies are, but I would love to be able to answer any questions you may have, or if you have anything that's a hot button topic yourself that you'd like to talk about, please come on in and ask the question. I'd really appreciate it. Do a lap right now so you guys can go ahead and post your questions if you like. And I'll go ahead and read chat here in a minute. But what I want to do is I want to have part of this show be interactive for sure for you guys. And I want you to be able to interact with me and make sure that, you know, we have an open dialogue of positive questions and positive things. So any questions you may have about hot button items in the news, entertainment, sports, what's going on in this world, the weather, it doesn't matter. I will be more than happy to discuss and talk with you. And I want to make sure that this show has some open dialogue for that. I want to make sure that I schedule time within the show to be able to address you guys and talk to you about anything that's on your mind or you have opinions about or you have questions in regards to things about. I'm a parent. I have a beautiful wife. I've been around the world a couple of times, I feel like. And so I have a lot of experience in things that I can share, and I want to open it up. Because, you know, as people, we should lean on each other. As friends and as a community, I want us to have the opportunity to be able to lean on each other and lift each other up, help each other out. You know, it's so funny. We know the people we know, but do we know all the wonderful things about those people that we know? You know, life is so busy, and we spend so much time chasing after the dollar and paying bills and taking care of our family and our friends and the people we care about. We don't always have the time to sit down and talk with one another in regards to life and the things that we know and do. So that's the thing that I want everybody here to kind of do is get an opportunity to be able to open up and talk with one another and share questions and give advice and be a place for us to be able to support each other and take care of one another. So just got an ESPN update. The Tigers lost tonight. Anybody in baseball? Just so you know. So that's what I want this to be. I want this to be at an open forum area as well and have time for people to talk. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for coming out for Carlock Confessions. This is my second show. I've been nervous and excited about it all day, so I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you so much for supporting me and supporting this channel. So, all right. So, John, here we are now. So I'm going back to chat. John says, yep, we're 38 years old. We've been around a little while. He tells me to speak for myself, I guess. So that's good. My twin brother, everyone. Thank you, honey. Yes, I am what? I missed that. Catch the rest. Thanks, John, for stopping by. Appreciate it. Education and communication on the usage is necessary like anything you put in your body for medical use. Stephanie, that's right. Absolutely. I don't feel like there's enough communication or enough information out there in regards to what you put in your body these days. I feel like there's so much hidden and so many things that we're finding out that aren't true. I mean, how many times have they changed if salt is good for you or not? So I agree with you 100%. And what we put in our bodies is not always what we know we're putting in our bodies. So, unfortunately, the FDA's and the rules and the things in regards to medications and all that kind of stuff, they list all these negative effects. I'm glad they're doing that now. But it just goes to show you how much of that stuff is bad for you. And what I want to do is make sure that we continue to stay healthy. And putting what we put in our bodies is key, is absolutely key. So especially what it's prescribed from a doctor, a source in which we're supposed to and have been taught to trust and value in regards to what they tell us to do for our health and our bodies. And we have to make sure that, you know, it's not a bad thing to necessarily question that. You know, doctors are smart. They spend a lot of years in school learning this stuff, and I totally understand that. But they don't know it all. And, you know, we should question sometimes the things that they prescribe and the reason for it and do our own research. To be able to see what's best and with what they're giving us. So, you know, back to the hot topic question of the day. Yeah, I mean, these are part of the reasons why I believe marijuana is good. It is a natural grown herb that we are able to use that has great side effects. So for anybody who's just joining, we have the hot button question of the day that we're discussing right now. It is marijuana good or bad for your health? It's the topic right now that we're discussing. Again, I posted a story earlier yesterday or day before, earlier this week. I think it was on Monday, actually. In regards to Ben and Jerry's post on 420, I put the link there on the page as well in regards to their post about racism and marijuana. But that's why the hot button question came up, and I'm hoping that we continue to discuss that. So much, everybody. Thank you again so much for being here. Like and share the page if you can. I want to build this community if at all possible, and that's only going to be possible through your guys' help. So excited, and I really appreciate you guys being able to do that. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you guys are still enjoying the show, I hope. And again, the show, this is the part where I want you guys to be interactive. If anybody has any questions or anything they want to give or ask chat or ask myself, or anybody who's looking on it for advice for anything right now, now's a good time to ask. To keep things moving. So absolutely, people should do their homework. The internet is such a wonderful tool. Here I am on the internet. Such a wonderful tool with such a wide vast of information, which I know we use at my household all the time. We're constantly researching reviews and things like that for anything that we're going to do or we need or buying. It's no different in regards to medications and things that you're going to decide to, or the opinions that you get from doctors or get asked to do. We should always be doing research. More often than not, it's so easier to just, accept what we're told and just kind of go with it. And I call this the sheep effect. We've been kind of raised and garnished to be sheep a little bit here in this world and just kind of follow the norm. And Jared, you make a great point that we should not necessarily do that. We should not just necessarily just accept what we're told and what to do and how to do it. And maybe we should start to stop and think, is this the best thing for me? Is this the best thing for me to do for the people I care about? Research that stuff. It's right at your fingertips now. You don't have to go and use for everybody who's old enough, the Dewey Decimal System, and go look up a book in the library that you've never heard of and flip through some dusty pages. That's not what we have anymore. We have so much vast information at our fingertips now in regards to everything that's out there, medications, medical, and of course I know if you go to WebMD these days, the running joke is if you put in your symptoms, everybody's got cancer. I get that, but what we need to do is we need to be able to gather that information and develop the best opinions and the best things for ourselves. And again, we have the most control over ourselves. So, and what we do and put in our bodies. So I think we need to start utilizing that, not necessarily just for YouTube videos and memes and watching these funny cat videos. We need to start using the internet for the power that it does have, which is the information that's out there. So miss you too, John. Thanks so much, buddy, for coming in. If you catch the show later or share it with your friends, I'd really appreciate that. Again, everybody who's involved here today, thank you so much for making Car Lot Confessions a wonderful success tonight. I'm so happy to have you all here with me. I hope you guys are enjoying the show and that, hopefully you like the sound effects. I'm having a good time here. I hope you guys are too. It has been absolutely excellent. And I am so excited to have you guys on. So please continue to involve yourselves in chat. Again, that's what this is for. This show is something that's interactive. And I want to make sure that everybody here is having a good time and does interact with one another. Again, bringing people together is part of what I want to do. That's part of my positiveness on this show that I want to bring. There's so many wonderful people that out there that have those means to do so, and I want to be a part of that. I want to make sure that I'm bringing you great people together. Everybody here has wonderful opinions. I want this to be a safe area, a judgment-free zone where everybody's entitled to their opinions. So sometimes we're going to talk about hot-button topics like today, a little bit in regards to marijuana usage and the legalization of it and racism. We're going to do that sometimes. Other times we're going to keep it really light. I guess it all depends on what's going on and how I'm feeling as your host. And, of course, what you guys bring to the chat. So as the chat continues to go, I'd love to see you guys add some more questions and kind of ask some more things from myself and from chat as well. Thanks, Jared. No, I don't have a seatbelt on. That is because I don't ever drive more than 5 miles an hour, and I drive in circles here. There's a reason why it's called Car Lot Confessions. I don't ever leave a car lot. So I'm very safe. Thank you guys for your concern. I appreciate it. Don't worry, I'm absolutely safe and making sure that everything is good and taken care of. So we are definitely good here.
And
So, anyways, I am super excited that everybody is here. Again, any opinions or questions that anybody wants to add to the chat here, I would really appreciate it if you could. Any questions or anything, any problems that you might be having going on in life right now that you could use a little bit of advice on, or that something that you just want to get off your chest that maybe as this group can help do for you and help lift you up if you're down a little bit, anything that's going on in your lives that you're feeling comfortable enough to share, I'd love for you to do so. There's a lot of great people here. I know a lot of great people. Everybody that's on right now are people that have been great and have touched my life in a positive way as well. So I'm so glad to see people from different places. I have people from Washington State on right now. I had people who are living in Montana. I have people in different cities here right now in the state of Michigan that are, down by Detroit, up here by us or by me, in the middle of the state area. I am so excited to be able to bring all these people together in one area. These are people that would never, all of you are, some of you may have never met or may have never would have met unless it had been through this show. So it's so exciting to see everybody here and being able to share with one another. So please, if you have any questions or anything you want to add, please do so. Yes, Jared, 2 winnings for me. I don't know. Thanks so much. Enjoy the gym tomorrow and rest up. I really appreciate you stopping by. If you want to check out the rest of the show, I'm on for another hour and 15 minutes, so feel free to come back. And please like and share the show tonight, and I'm hoping we can build a big community. So thank you so much. Don't forget to wake up to that alarm clock and hit the gym. All right, thanks so much, Jared. Have a great night. So everybody else that's here, if you have anything you want to say or add, I'd really appreciate that. Feel free to comment. Again, I'm still developing the show. I really was so excited today to come and do this. I put the schedule together. Again, as I do this, I'm going to make it better every chance that I can. Clearly, I feel like I need to add a couple more topics until chat starts to get involved. But I really do appreciate that. So come on and add to it if you'd like. This is open discussion time in regards to anything that's going on with you guys or the hot button topic. So wow, Nicole, thank you so much for sharing. And I, for one, want to say I'm sorry that this is going on, but thank you for bringing it up. And we're here to help support you. I want this community to help be a support for you as well. I want you to feel that this is a safe area for you to talk in regards to your pain management and things like that. Anything that's going on with this, we're here to support. So thank you for being brave and posting in the chat and what's going on with you. I feel for you. My heart goes out to you and the family. And I'd love to have you come back and talk about how you've been dealing with pain management and the decisions that you've had to make in regards to this. These are things that, I mean, it's individual for you, but other people go through it as well. And I want to make sure that everybody's here to be able to support one another. That's what this is. This is very much a support area. So thank you, Nicole. And I'm sorry you're going through that. And if there's anything we can do or I can do to help, please do not hesitate to reach out. So that is absolutely a great topic, as in that is coming up for you. Is that something that you're going to consider maybe doing, is medical marijuana to help with pain management and things? If you do, and all of that, I do suggest, as we were stating in the show earlier, that you research and do what you think is best for you and your family, minus the judgment or the what anybody else says. You are you, and you deserve to do what you think is best for you. And so we're here to help support you. And thank you so much for sharing. That's very awesome. So, and we're here for you. So please keep us updated. I'd love to have you be a regular on the show here and add your opinions. Absolutely. Everything hopefully will turn out great. And again, a positive mindset. Positiveness goes such a far way, and that is exactly what I want to base my show around. So seriously, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for contributing and helping here and being a part of this. So you are awesome, and that gets you a game show day. All right, so that is fantastic. Then let's see. Thank you guys for communicating in chat. That's fantastic. Yes, absolutely, Renee. That is great advice. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're weighing out your options. Absolutely do the research, Nicole. I'm glad that you are thinking it through and taking it seriously and listening to everything and researching everything prior to. I understand the addictive aspects to things and whatnot. Nicotine's the same way, alcohol, all of these things out there. You have a great support system around you. I know that we're here to support you. I know that your family's there to support you. So it is something to definitely consider. But I'm an example of it, and I know there's many people out there as well. I was addicted to cigarettes. I smoked very heavily for a very long time, and I wanted to quit, and I did. And I've been clean. I haven't smoked for I think a couple of years now, at least. I've lost track because I don't even think about it anymore. So I totally understand it has the same addictive capabilities as well, and kicking addiction is hard. No matter what you're addicted to, it's hard. So those are great things to think about. Thank you for your contribution in regards to that. I look forward to hearing your decisions and how you keep moving forward with all this. We're here to help. Okay. All right. So fantastic. All right. Anyone else? If you have anything else you want to add or help out with, that would be great. Please.
You're gonna speak up.
I need you to speak up and chat. I love to have you guys involved. So everybody who's here, thank you so much again for sticking with me. I know it's late. It's a Wednesday. This is kind of the best time for me. I'm trying to debate if I still want to do this show on a weekday or if I should be doing this on a weekend to try to help with viewers and viewer times. Midnight's kind of hard when you have to get up and work a day job if you don't work the third shift like some of us. So I totally understand it. So hopefully everybody's enjoying the show still so far. And please continue to like and share the page if you haven't already. I would love to continue to build this community as much as possible, get as many people here to kind of help with this positive message. So thank you so much, everybody. I really do appreciate you being here. You do, and it is great to have a great support system, Nicole. So thank you so much. Yes, absolutely great to have a support system. And you do have a great support system around you. Yes, smoking is hard. I know we've all been sitting around the table smoking before. It can be tough. But, I've quit a couple of times. This is the second time I actually quit, and I know for a fact that I quit for good. And it's a mind over matter thing, and it is something I decided to do in my heart. Things, family and friends and positiveness can really have a good effect and change on things in your life. So as you do all of that, positiveness is why I want this channel. There's so much negative out there, and so many people are so offended so quickly on things that are said and what people do, and people don't want to get involved anymore because everybody is too offended about things or gets offended or doesn't want to get involved or get sued. And it's sad because we went from a society of supporting one another and helping one another for the most part to a society that's afraid to even look at somebody the wrong way and afraid that you're going to offend them. So I appreciate and thank you so much for your braveness with sharing and knowing that this is a safe zone for you and a safe place for everybody who's here to communicate in a positive way. So thank you. So again, hot button question for anybody who's here is, do you think marijuana is good or bad for your health for usage, medical or non? And I'd appreciate it if you haven't weighed in or if you're new to this to the show or just coming on, please weigh in on the question. And don't forget, our poll for the night was, what is your favorite streaming service? Is it Netflix? Is it Hulu? Or is it something other? And please let me know because we will discuss the poll of the night, which I got to learn to find a way to make that work. Poll of the night, though, we'll discuss it in a little bit in regards to the services and the shows that you watch on those services. I'm a Netflix person, and I do enjoy a lot of the shows on Netflix. But I don't have Hulu, so I'm trying to find out if maybe that would be important, or if there's something better out there that I should be doing. Maybe not Netflix or Hulu. I'm not really sure. I don't even know if there are other streaming services out there. So if there is, let me know. I'd love to learn from you guys. But again, this is the open area section right now for a little bit longer in regards to open questions and open opinions and all that type of stuff in regards to advice or life questions. I actually have been told I can be a good life coach at times. So if anybody has anything that's troubling them or has had any issues this week or anything that's on your shoulders or on your mind, please feel free to share. This is a safe area. And we're all here to help. And you'd be surprised. I have a lot of great people I know who are happy to help and give positive feedback. So, oh, great. So the poll is working. Thanks, Nicole. I didn't know if it was or wasn't. I'm actually going to click over here to the group page and see if I can find the poll real quick to see how it's people have been answering. I'm going to click over here real quick and see how that's working out. Now I just got to find it. Again, I'm new to this, the Facebook thing here a little bit, so I appreciate that everybody is on and a part of this. So let me take a look as I learn from Nicole on how to manage Facebook. Hey, Nicole, if you could do me a huge favor, and if you could give instructions on where people can find the poll so they can chime in on it so we can discuss that later on, that'd be really great. I'm actually on Carlock Confessions' group page right now, and even I'm having a hard time finding it, so it would be awesome if you could show where that's at or at least tell people how to get to it. This way we all can learn, which is what I want this show to be about too. Again, positiveness, and everybody here kind of helping each other out. So I'm looking for that too right now. Hi, Mom. My mom just joined. Everybody want to say hi to Sue. She's here. I'm so glad she could make it. Thank you so much for joining in. Like and share the page for me. I'd love to have your friends and everybody see that what we're doing here and actually enjoy the show with us. So I'm looking for that poll still. I should know where it's at. I'm sorry I can't find it. Anyways, hi there. Hi, thank you so much for coming, Mom. I'm really glad you're here. Welcome to the show. This is Carlock Confessions. This is something I've started. Again, as everybody knows, I'm always wanted to be in broadcasting, always wanted to be on TV or radio. I finally have made the choice and kind of nervously decided this is how I'm going to do it. Get my voice heard, be out there. This is going to be a place where we're going to have a show. We do have kind of a structure a little bit. I need to add, I think, a little more content until I get more viewers to help add. But the only way I can get more viewers is if you guys like and share the page. So please make sure you like and share it. This way your friends and family and people that are on your Facebook can see that it's there as well. And they can come and join the group if they like. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. I'm super excited. And this has been super successful already. I'm so glad everybody's coming and contributed. So right now there's we're talking about the poll that should be posted on the group page, which is your favorite streaming service. If you use one, is it Netflix, Hulu, or if you use something other than that, please go and answer the question on the poll. And I am too searching for that on the page. So that way I can get the results to the poll as well. So I was hoping Nicole could tell everybody where it's at. Oh, it should have been before I went live. I'm sure it was actually. I thought it was going to post while I was live and was be able to get to it. That was my understanding, but I guess I was wrong about the whole poll thing and how that works because I did post it just prior to going live tonight. So, speaking of which, I hope everybody's enjoying the show. Thank you so much again for being here. I'm going to take another lap if anybody has any questions or anything they want to post or add to the show tonight, please feel free to do so in chat. Again, I'd love to see you guys communicate with one another within chat, also communicating with me if you like. I will answer any questions or anything that you guys post within chat. I can see it. And I do feel like that is a major component of the show is participation from the people who show up and watch the show. It's a positive judge-free zone. This is a place where I want to spread positive messages and good vibes and good things as we talk about possibly hard topics and hot button discussions. Again, tonight's hot button discussion or question for the night was if marijuana was good or bad for your health, medically or not. Please add your opinions if you like. My opinion has been that it is good for your health medically. I believe medical marijuana is a major breakthrough in things that the facts and studies that they're showing on the capabilities of medical marijuana for people who are in pain or are having certain types of symptoms. Right now, I know it is currently being used for people with seizures and epilepsy and PTSD and all sorts of different things, cancer. I've even heard it used for Parkinson's disease. And I know they're coming out with cures for some of this stuff, some of the things they're not. It is really great for pain management. And I actually have known people who have used marijuana medically to help themselves through cancer. And it has actually, and it did help alleviate pain and also help alleviate the cancer a bit as well. So I have seen it firsthand. I do know of it. I do have my own experiences with it in regards to that. So I do have my own opinions about it as well. So please, this is also a place where I'd love for you guys to share your own opinions and make sure that you guys are chiming in. I can see that, so please feel free to add to it. And of course, as always, I still have my wonderful sound effects as well. So I look forward to using those with you guys, and I hope that this is not a epic fail. I don't want it to be an epic fail tonight, so. If I try to post the poll again, I don't know if it will let me. Let me take a look and see if I can. Because it was tagged. Oh, here we go. Here's poll. All right, let me see if I can go back and post that. All right. You guys are going to see me here lean over in just a moment. I'm going to try to post the poll again. And as I learn how to use these streaming services like Facebook and get to know this stuff, I'm sure it'll go much smoother. Please forgive me. It's only my second show. So let's do this real quick. Right now I'm typing in for the poll and trying to repost that. All right. Almost there, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in and being patient with me tonight. I really do appreciate it. And all the support that everybody is giving. So all right, so I am posting that again. It should hopefully be coming up. Thanks, Nicole, for your help on that. And hopefully it's been posted to the page, or at least it's in the process of posting. So hopefully this isn't one of those again. I don't want to be. I'm trying my best here, guys. I do appreciate everything. We're going to get this poll. We'll shut this poll off. There it is. Look at that. We have a poll on the site now. So hopefully you guys can see that on the page now. So if you guys go to the page, don't click off of me, but if you go to the page, there should be a poll there now. This poll is something I'm going to do weekly. I will learn to post it right so everybody can comment on it. Thank you, Nicole. Yep, this is what it looked like. This is something I'm going to do weekly as part of the show. We'll do a weekly poll where I'll get you guys' opinions on things, and we'll talk about them during the show as well. So hopefully everybody got that. Sorry, I'm working on it. I know. So it posted. Please go ahead and go to the post and add your opinions to the poll. And we'll go ahead and take a look at that in just a little bit. So hopefully everybody is enjoying the show tonight. I am. Again, welcome to Carlock Confessions. So thank you everybody for who has been here and has enjoyed the show and come to the show and contributing to the show. You guys, I couldn't do this without you. You're helping me make this a success, and I can't tell you how great that is. So thank you so much, guys. Everybody who's here, I couldn't do it without you. And again, this just shows how positive and the wonderful people that I have in my life. So thank you, and I'm so glad to bring you all together. So again, if anybody has anything they want to add to the show or any questions they'd like to ask, again, this is just my second show, so I'm learning as I go. But thank you for supporting. Please feel free to post in the chat any questions or anything that might be troubling you, or any questions you may have that I can help answer or help with, or the group can help with, because this is a community place. I want this to be a positive, collaborative place that we can come to once a week. We enjoy each other's company, help each other out, talk about some things, and hopefully make it a little bit entertaining for everybody as well. So hopefully not an fail. Thank you, Nicole. You've been a positive, wonderful support tonight. So you are absolutely being an excellent contributor to the show tonight. Thank you so much. You have been
Excellent. Absolutely excellent.
excellent. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. So with that said, again, any questions or anybody have anything that's going on that they would like to post? Paperwork for Stone. Okay. Thanks, Renee. I will make sure to let my son know as well that is there for him at school. Thanks for letting us know. He's super excited about going to camp with your son, and I think it'll be a great time for him. So thank you so much for doing that. Thanks for inviting him. Hope the boys have a good time. I miss seeing the boys in basketball and everything. For those who don't know, I coached basketball, and it was something that was probably one of the greatest things I've ever done. I really enjoy doing that. It's a sport that I enjoy, and I feel like I have a lot of knowledge to give. And hopefully, I was a good coach for the boys. But it was a good time. So I do miss it. I'm looking forward to coaching again if possible. So. All right. So if anybody has anything they want to add or ask and to the community here. Yeah, everybody's testing out the waters. That's right, Nicole. Even I'm testing out the waters. It's only the second show. There's a lot of great support that's been on the page. I have a lot of members that have come on that I really appreciate joining the page and becoming members of the group. This is something I really enjoy. The truth is I'm going to do this. I'm nervous about it. This is something I've always wanted to do, and I'm going to stick with it for a little while and continue to do this. And I appreciate everybody who contributes to this and supports me, because I feel like that's what we need to do. We need to be able to support each other and take care of one another. And it's important that we do that for each other going forward. I mean, there's so much negative and so many things in this world that are hard and bring us down. And I want this to be kind of the opposite of that, something that helps lift us up. So thank you. I'm hoping the community gets to know each other. So for everybody who's just joined us, my buddy Dane just joined us. Hi, Dane. Thanks for coming. Welcome to the show, Carlock Confessions, hosted by yours truly, Frank Fanzoni. Thank you for coming. Like and share the page. I would like for it to be out there. Go ahead and make sure you tell your friends. This is a show where every week we're going to have some topics that we're going to discuss in the news. You'll get some opinions from me. We'll share opinions in the chat. There'll be a poll every week that we're going to discuss, and there'll be a poll where you can add your opinion there. And then there's something I'm going to be doing as well, which is called the Weekly Challenge. And that's something we're going to be discussing here within the next 10, 15 minutes. It's going to be a weekly challenge that I put out there for everybody who's a part of the show, who has been on the show or watches the show, that every week we do something positive. And I'm going to be issuing a challenge every single week to everybody. If you saw the schedule I posted on Monday, I'm going to be issuing a positive weekly challenge for everyone. And then on the next show, what I'd love for us to do is be able to come back and discuss how we completed that challenge, if we accepted and completed that challenge. Spreading positiveness through this show and what we do with around one another and support one another is exactly what this is all about. So hopefully everybody's excited. The weekly challenge is coming up. It'll be coming here in about 10, 15 minutes on the show. But until then, again, we're still in a bit of the question and open discussion phase, where here you can ask questions about the show. You can ask questions about or ask my opinion about things, anything that's bothering you, or anything that's going on in the news or the world today, sports, entertainment. If you looked at TMZ, anything at all that you would like to discuss, we can do so. And also, we're still can discuss the topic of what was in the news for today, which was the Ben and Jerry's article that I posted on the group site in regards to their post on 420 and racism and marijuana usage, and also the hot button question of the night for discussion as well, if marijuana is good or bad for your health. So everybody who's here, if you'd like to continue to weigh in on that, please do so. I can read your chat and see. So I'm excited to see what your guys' opinion are and continue to keep contributing to the show tonight. So yep, nope, I definitely want to continue. I'm going to take another lap here, so there doesn't seem to be too much activity in the chat at the moment. Take another lap. So what I want to do is, I want to add positivity to the world. There's so much negativity out there, and there's so many people getting offended these days over everything. And I don't want that. I want to combat that a little bit. I want us to get refocused as a community and as people and us together and trying to start spreading positiveness. And again, I brought up the topic of racism tonight, and that is something that is very negative. And sometimes we'll talk about these negative things and how we can combat that to turn it into something positive. And so to kind of help maybe wrap that up, my opinion in a base is talking about it and being open and honest with each other about racism and the racism that's out there in regards to marijuana or anything else is something that we need to be aware of and continue to discuss and try to improve. And talking about it is a way to bring positive light to racism. We are all one human race, and we all need to support each other. We all need to understand that we're all human beings and that we all are built with the same type of blood and mind and body and souls. And yes, there's bad people and good people out there, and hopefully we surround ourselves with good people and good vibes, and that is what this is about. The show is about, and how I feel and what I want to bring to this world going forward. I've been around for a few years, and I've had my fair share of negative opinions about things and negative views, seen negative things, and it's time for us to make a change. It's time for a change, and that's what this is. Me doing this show is a positive change, I hope, and bringing people together and to do positive things with one another. So thank you again for everybody who's joined and contributed and been a part of this. Again, I'm still trying to decide if Wednesdays is the best time to do this or if I should be doing this on a Friday or Saturday, because I know everybody's got to work tomorrow. It is getting late. It's 11:15. I know if people have to get up and work early in the morning, it's hard to stay up this late, even if the show is super exciting, which I'm hoping it is, and I hope everybody's enjoying, but you never know. I don't know if that was a joke or not, but so that's what's going on. That's what the show is about. That's what I'm about, and thank you so much for everybody who's contributed here at Carlock Confessions. So thank you. I can't wait for this community to grow a little bit bigger and for people to be more involved, which I think will absolutely help with the environment and help with the show's flow and make it more exciting for not just for you guys, but for me as well. So thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully we're all, just like Nicole said, testing the waters, and hopefully we will all start to
you gotta
speak up. So looking forward to it. All right, so it's about 11:15. So this is where I want to, you know what, I was going to save this for a little bit later, but I think this is where we will, let me go check the poll real quick. Let's see what's going on with the poll. Give you a few more minutes to add to the poll if you like and see what the answers are, see what you got. See who's contributing. Take a look as things load. I know maybe my internet's not all that great. I'm working on that as we speak and trying to get things to be a better connection. So hopefully the audio and video has been good tonight for everybody, and there hasn't been too much of a of anything that's been bad. So let me take a look and see if we can find this. Oh wow, we got a lot of Netflix users, which is good. And then we have one Hulu user and one other at the moment. So we've had about 10 responses, it looks like. So Netflix seems to be the the leader of the poll, which is good. And so that's the streaming service I use. As we talk about Netflix, I would please share what shows you like the most on Netflix. I'm a huge Stranger Things fan. I also like Shameless. I've been watching Shameless, which is really good. I was able to watch all of the Breaking Bad on Netflix, which was awesome. The Netflix original shows have been absolutely outstanding, and I can see them taking the place of a lot of other types of shows, and this could really be like how streaming is going to be in regards to shows and production. So get ready, folks, because this is it. I think this is how things are going to start moving forward. I really do. So what are your guys' opinion about that? Do you guys think streaming networks are really the way to go? I know a lot of people are starting to get rid of cable these days, which is, I haven't had cable in years. Comcast was the worst. I don't know if anybody else have had Comcast. It was the worst for me back in the day. I refuse to go back to cable, plus it's too expensive. So they don't give you what you want. So it's definitely not a thing that I've enjoyed. So I told Comcast, absolutely not. No, I don't want your service anymore. All right, so please feel free to add your opinions. Again, it looks like Netflix is winning. I do have Netflix, so Netfllix is
winning.
But I have had people comment about Hulu and how Hulu was important, and that they like some shows on Hulu that Netflix doesn't offer. So if there's some shows on Hulu that you're watching, if anybody enjoys Hulu, please feel free to share those as well. I'd love to hear some good shows that are on that streaming network. I'm trying to decide if it's worth getting or not, if it's something that I should do, or if maybe I should just continue to just stick with Netflix. So feel free to share your opinions in regards to that. Good. So, Nicole, you felt the issues with Comcast as well, which is good. I'm not the only person who did, so that's a good thing. So I don't want this to be the battle of streamings, but I guess maybe it is. Let the battle begin, they say. So Netflix or Hulu, make sure you guys tap into that poll for me. I'll leave that poll up, actually. Maybe we'll discuss it next week as well, because there hasn't been it got on late, and there wasn't a whole lot of people that were able to respond to it. So maybe we'll leave that up and talk about it next week as well, and maybe add a new poll. So, all right. So now let's move on to the weekly challenge. Okay. So this is something I'm going to do every week on this show that I think is a positive way to spread positiveness in this world, which is something I want to do. That's something that the show's about, something that I'm about, and I think that's something that we need to move more towards. So the weekly challenge this week. Everybody's ready for the weekly challenge. Weekly challenge time. All right, here we go. Weekly challenge for the week. Ready. Weekly challenge. Tell someone how much you appreciate them in a special way. So everybody who's on and who views this either now or later, I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to tell someone in your life, anybody in your life, how much you appreciate them. But I want you to do it in a special way. And next week, when we come back to the show, and we're on again next week, I want you to be able to share that. We're going to have an opportunity to share of how you told somebody or showed somebody that you appreciate them in your life. Life gets so busy, and we don't seem to have enough time in the world these days to be able to tell people we appreciate them. We all can't do this alone. And, showing appreciation is something we need to do to stay connected, show respect for one another, and continue to grow and build relationships with one another. So appreciation is something that lacks, I think, these days. With people young and old, it's hard that not everybody shows appreciation well. And, everybody wants to feel appreciated. Everything that we do, there needs to be, a lot of people seek validation in regards to that. And the validation is appreciation. So I challenge everybody who's watching the show or who is interested or sees the show between now and next week to accept the challenge. And if you do accept the challenge of telling someone or showing someone how much you appreciate them in a special way, please come back next week and share with that in our chat and during our show next week as well, how you did that. And I will plan on doing the same as well. So that is the weekly challenge. So I hope everybody likes the weekly challenge. And hope everybody enjoys the weekly challenge. I can't wait to hear your guys' responses in regards to the weekly challenge. So I'm challenging you to go out there and accept the challenge and go out there and do it. And come back and share with us how you completed the challenge and who you appreciated. So I'm excited about that. So tell me what you guys think about that. Is that a good idea? You guys like the challenge? Thanks for accepting the challenge. I love that you love it, Mom. I think it's a great idea too, and I'm going to do this every single week. There's going to be a new weekly challenge every week. Some we'll discuss towards the end of the show every week, but I hope that this is something that spreads, and I'm hoping it's something that people enjoy about the show and want to come back for every week. Is a new challenge weekly to help spread some positive feelings and positiveness out there with each other. Again, we don't always tell the people we appreciate that we appreciate them, and it's always great to hear. And I think if we did more of that, it becomes infectious. And the more we affect other people with that, the more they'll want to spread that infection of positive feelings with one another, and we can actually make positive changes in this world. So that is exactly what I'd like to do. So again, I know you guys enjoy the sound effects. I do too. Challenge accepted, I hope, because I accept the challenge as well. So there's your weekly challenge, folks. Hope you enjoy it. All right. So with that said, I know that usually midnight topics that kind of covers the entire show schedule that I had. So if anybody has any topics or wants to have some open discussion, I'm open to do so. If not, we can go ahead and end the show a little early tonight. Again, it's my second show, so I need to come up with more content. And that's what I learned from today. That's what I learned from this show, doing this show tonight. I'm so glad that everybody who came out and made it. I'm so excited. I feel like this was a success. I was so excited about doing this all week since Saturday when I first premiered. If you didn't catch the show last Saturday, please go back and check the show. It's on my personal page. The first show was because nobody was a member of the group yet, but now that the group has been out and put out there, please continue to like and share the page with your friends. I'd love to get more members added to the group. I want to see how big we can make this group grow. And as they see and watch the shows, which I love hosting and enjoying doing this, we can spread that positiveness with our weekly challenges and continue to share our opinions with our weekly polls and maybe talk about these hot button topics and do it with an open mind and with positivity. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out for Car Lot Confessions. And unless anybody has anything they want to add or a question that they want to do, we'll be signing off here in just a couple of minutes. But it's up to you guys. So chat is open. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes to ask questions if you like. And if no questions are asked, we'll sign off for the night, and we'll look forward to the show next week. Stay up to date on the page. Continue to go to the Car Lot Confessions group page. That is where we will continue to update in regards to schedules and content, things that are coming up on the show, the polls and the questions, and the weekly challenge. I will go ahead and post the weekly challenge on the site tonight after the stream, and see if we can get any responses out there. I look forward. I can't wait to hear what people do in regards to this weekly challenge and how they accept it and how they complete it. I really am looking forward to seeing people spread that positiveness. So yeah, oh no, the replay for sure. I'm looking for people. Thank you, Nicole. You've been such a great contribution to the show tonight. I really appreciate you sticking around and contributing as much as you have. It's really helped the show a lot, and I really appreciate the support. So thank you so much. So there will be replays. I'm sure. I know there's people that can't watch this late, so they might watch tomorrow, and it'll probably help to shorten the show a little bit, maybe for them to watch it. But yeah, absolutely, it'll be exciting. I'm really excited for it and all of that. So thank you so much. Yes. Make sure that you get notifications when I go live. Exactly. Thank you. I forgot about that. Nicole, you've been such a great help. Clearly, you've been doing this for a little bit yourself. Also, want to support Nicole's page as well. She also goes live frequently. So, anybody who views this, Nicole Cameron also goes live as well and does some makeup tutorials and does things on her page. So, if you like her opinions and her thoughts and everything as well, I'm totally open to you guys. You should be going and seeing her page as well and becoming her friend. She shares a lot of great information as well. So upper right-hand corner, if you click on the three dots at the page itself, there should be a bell there. Click on the bell. It'll tell you when I go live, so you can get notifications every time I go live, so that way you don't miss a show of Carlock Confessions. Again, this is going to be weekly, and I look forward, I so much forward to coming back and having this show again next week and spending this time with you guys, because this is something I am always wanted to do, and I absolutely love doing it. So again, feel free, Nicole, to plug your page as well here. I'm totally fine with it because you've been such a great contribution to this show tonight, and I know that you have such great content on yours as well. So thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for everybody's contributions tonight. And again, if anybody has any questions or anything, now's the time to ask. We've been on for about an hour and a half, and I might have to shorten the show. 2 hours might be too much. I don't know. Still trying to feel it out here. So if you guys want to add your opinions in regards to show length as well and time, maybe an hour. Maybe it should just be an hour show. If you guys think it should be shorter or longer or too long, feel free to let me know. I'm totally open to your opinions and constructive feedback and all of that kind of stuff. I can absolutely take it. I know everybody has my best intentions at heart, so I appreciate that. And thank you so much for coming out tonight. And yes, so please, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Daily live feeds on Nicole's as well. So as she fights her cervical cancer, we want to be there to help support and fight right there along beside you, again, with positive vibes and positiveness as your health continues to improve. So thank you so much, guys. Loved everybody who showed up. Thank you for coming out for Carlock Confessions. And again, I look forward to next week. Make sure you like and share the page and click on the bell to get notifications for when I go live. This is Frank Mangione signing off on Carlock Confessions, April 24th, 2019. Thanks, guys.